everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a week in my life as I go on my rural placement in my 4th year. So how our 4th year works is we're placed on 4-week rotations at different clinics surrounding Melbourne and in Melbourne. And for my first placement, I have been placed in my rural placement. Everyone gets 1 or 2 placements, basically a few hours out of the city, and you get to see such a wide range of cases. And so I wanted to take you guys along. I've been there now for 3 weeks, and this is my last week on my rural placement. So since I've sort of gotten the hang of things, gotten used to everything, I thought I would bring you guys along. So every weekend on my rural placement, I've been coming back to the city, coming back to my apartment, and it's kind of been a nice little break from the quietness of being rural in our little house. So today is Sunday, and basically today I'm going to be packing up again to go back. Where we are placed is a town called Moe. Well, actually, we are living in a town called Morwell, and we are working in a town called Moe. They are right next to each other. It's about a 12-minute drive from our accommodation to the clinic, so it's not too bad. But yeah, today I'm going to be packing up again to leave for my last week. I'm also going to be seeing my friend Arena for brunch. We're going to catch up because she has a different placement, so we'll sort of get an idea of what her placement has been like so far. And yeah, I haven't seen her in a bit, so it'll be really nice to catch up. And I'll take you guys to brunch with us and see you guys there. So you are in RDHM and MDC, so you're getting private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about private. So in MDC, we usually see 4 patients a day, like 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And then it's really different because now before we start anything, we have to be like, this procedure will cost you $165. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, you have to actually talk about
I've never done that before. I've never.
I know, we don't know how.
Finances, so it's just different.
Yeah, that's good.
Really good experience.
How are your patients?
MDC, it's a lot of restoration, scale and cleans, whereas RDHM, I've been loving emergency sessions because I've done so many extractions and I've done my first open and drain.
Me too, I did my first one 2 days ago.
I was so excited because it was a 2.7 molar.
That's hard.
And I've never accessed a molar.
Yeah.
It was just a different experience.
Mine was a 4.6.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a lower, so that's easier than an upper.
Yeah, that was,
good job.
Was really nice. It took me a while, but I did it.
Yay!
Yeah. Our routine, dinner and Lost. Bye.
be back in. We'll be back in August.
Guys, so today is Friday and I'm back in the city. It's a long weekend for Easter, so our week finished early. It finished on Thursday and we drove back to the city last night. So when I was on my placement this week, I really wanted to film a lot for you guys, but I just found that it was really difficult for me to film in the clinic specifically, and I just felt like we were so busy, I didn't have time to stop and film something. We usually see 2 patients in the morning and 2 patients in the afternoon and have a 30-minute lunch break, but sometimes we're so busy that we don't even have enough time to eat our lunch. So I just felt like it was a bit too difficult for me to film inside the clinic this week. So instead, I thought I'd take this time to just talk to you guys about my experience going on a rural placement in Australia for dental school. So going away from the city was such a big difference for me. Because I'm an international student, I'm so used to living right in the middle of the city. So it was just a really big change to experience a different part of Australia that I haven't seen before, which was really cool. The town that we were in was super quiet. In terms of the clinic, I felt like I got an amazing experience working in a rural area. We got to see patients that we wouldn't really see in the hospital here in the city. Something that I found was really interesting was that a lot of patients you see are coming when they are in pain. So you're often working on pain management and treating the patient's pain. And I realized that a lot of the individuals in this area come from a low socioeconomic status background where they have minimal knowledge on oral health and the importance of prevention. And that's because the clinic that we were working in was for public dentistry, so a lot of them are relying on public care rather than private care. And in the public system, there is a really long wait list to get care. A wait list can be up to 3 years or longer, so a lot of the times we're seeing patients who have neglected their oral hygiene, just neglected their oral health in general, and they're not educated on prevention to begin with, so they don't even know the importance of brushing and flossing and just the importance of prevention and regular checkups because they didn't have access to that. So a lot of the experience we got was with taking teeth out, doing root canal treatments, and some really large fillings, different than what we would be doing in our regular care in the hospital in the city. I found it actually quite sad to see people coming when their mouths had gotten to that state, to the point where I was taking out teeth, like full clearances, for people to then go on a wait list for dentures. And that was even the most sad part, I think, was taking out someone's teeth and leaving them with no teeth, for them to then go on a wait list for dentures that can be up to 6 months, only if they are a priority. So a lot of people would then have to walk around without teeth. We also got to see kids on this rotation, which was a really good experience. I felt like we had minimal peds experience so far, especially because this got cut short due to the pandemic in our 3rd year. So I got to do a lot of things on kids and a lot of treatment planning on kids. Again, some of the things that we saw there were kids with neglected mouths because their parents might not be educated on oral health care. And this is not a generalization to all of the people living in these areas. This is just the types of patients that I saw coming into the clinic that we worked at. But overall, it was really satisfying to get patients out of pain and to then give them some education on how to prevent this from happening in the future. And then some patients just really were excited to get dentures, and so getting rid of those last teeth that were not doing so well was actually a good thing for them because they were that much closer to receiving a denture and functioning better than, for example, the 5 teeth that they had left. One of the biggest cases that I did was a patient who came in with a full maxillary bridge that was supported by 5 teeth on the maxilla. She had significant infection with those teeth, and this was causing her a lot of pain for a long time. She got this bridge done overseas, and she needed that bridge sectioned and all of the teeth removed. The teeth were basically decoronated. So I got to section the patient's bridge. We did 5 different sections and then removed 5 of her teeth. And I have never seen someone so happy to get their teeth out. She was so thankful, and she actually came back and brought myself and the student who was assisting for me some flowers and just something to say thank you. And she was just so grateful that she was now on the waiting list for her dentures and that she was no longer in pain. So that was really satisfying and made me feel like I made a difference in her life. So I will be going back to this placement again in August for another 4 weeks. So if there's anything in particular that you would like to see when I go back on this placement, whether it be showing more cases, if I can, showing more of the accommodation or more of the town, then just comment that below and I will try and do my best to show that to you guys. That's my experience going rural, and I think it's a really valuable experience, and I feel really lucky that my dental school incorporates it into our program. So if anyone is interested in going to school in Australia, this might be something that you can look forward to in the future. And I feel really lucky that I got to go on this placement for my first rotation. I feel like my confidence has improved so much and my speed has improved so much, and I saw such a wide range of cases that now I feel like I'm ready for my next placements. My next placement is going to be at a public clinic, also in Melbourne, but closer to the city, so probably be a different experience completely. I hope everyone is doing amazing. Leave a comment below what you would like to see for the next time I go on my rural placement. And I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye!